nestled on the banks of the Hudson River. Mikey Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the MAC, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Black Knights' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Zips it out to his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come in.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action. Makes the grab, it's belly. Nice move, creates some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Spartans are in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Childs. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Army Black Knights offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
The Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Childs. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ball State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Cardinals that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reed. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to keep running. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Black Knights with the 1st and 10. Big fullback's got it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Childs. Finds a spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kelly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Mikey Stadium alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Motion from the back. He'll ride his man on the option. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Blake Field inside Mikey Stadium.
The Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Now on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shakes off the defender. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the fullback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll send the back in motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Belling. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Handoff to the single running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed over the middle. It's Belling. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Kelly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the Black Knights want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They feed him again. He breaks a tackle, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener, but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here, and there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord.